Everyone, good morning. It's the 10 in the morning, 14th of April in Sao Paulo, and I did it. It's the next week. I completed last week's goal to finish writing all those smart cards that I've been banging on about in my last vlogs. I did it. I've written 50 of them, but just as one thing, you do one thing, then a whole other thing opens up. Now it's become evident what a big job the translating them all and finding the right local terminologies for them is going to be. And I've scheduled the first initial test to start next Tuesday, which is Earth Day, the 22nd of April. Earth Day is going to be. I'm going to get just a few kids to try to make some stories from some of these cards. So I've got to print out. I'm going to have finished and translated and printed out at least some of them by this week. So that's this week's big job, and it's made a little bit. I'm under a little bit more pressure as well because a friend of mine's coming out on Friday, and obviously going to have to take some time off with him and show him around the city and even some parts of Brazil. So it means. Yeah, this week's going to be hectic, but in a slightly different way. It's good to have at least written them now. I'm out and about, outsourcing translation a little bit to what Therese calls the Brazilian wax team. I'm going to try to get at least 10 people to help do 5 each. It should help a bit. And by the time the translations will be coming through, I'll be in certain parts of the test where I'll need those cards. I'm kind of build it in real time, if you know what I mean. So I had a mad scheduling session yesterday with the calendar because I've got to figure out how it's all going to work. I was going to be going to Australia to meet with Therese, but actually now there's a conference called a Games for Change conference in New York, and it's kind of about serious games, which our project more or less fits into as a genre. So I think it'd be really good to go to that. I've been trying to keep the travel down as well. There's no point flying around on aeroplanes when you don't need to. And I was actually trying to find a boat to get back up to the States or on to wherever I was going to go next. But it was just going to take too long. There wasn't enough time to fit it in. So I'm going to have to fly on my return ticket back to LA. They probably won't resell the ticket anyway. Then get a train across to New York for the conference, and that'll take me up to my next filming job. I've got a couple of months' work shooting The Next Survivor. It'll give me a chance to fund all of this. So pretty much the next 2 months is laid out day by day. It's going to be pretty hectic, and see how it goes. I'll keep you up to date on that on the next vlog. There was something else I wanted to mention, but I've got to go anyway. I've got a lunch meeting with an organisation, so I better quickly get back to work, translate another card. And go to my lunch meeting. And there was definitely one other thing I was going to say. I think, just about the realization of doing all this research in the cards, that it was a kind of prototype for a process that's going to happen on the browser game eventually. People contributing ideas from all around the world, and then a system for figuring out which ones work for kids and which ones are. Have the right kind of messages. It's tricky and a little bit depressing because you realise how much there is to do, especially in Sao Paulo, how much there is to change, and that we're heading towards quite a incredibly dangerous situation because of basically two genes. I think it really comes down to these two instincts that we've inherited from thousands of years of evolution. The instinct or the gene, the personality for aggression and for selfishness, which served us very well in the past, but now completely out of place. It's a problem of timing, and I think anything that's going to work, when we think about the 10 project as a whole, you can't just instantly change. In 100 years, you can't just stop thousands of years of genetics and evolution. You have to figure out a way to work with it, and this is what we're trying to do with this game. And even the first test strategy game that's coming up is it does, I'm happy to realise, involve elements of selfishness and aggression, but for inspiring the change that we need to get us through the next 100 years. But yeah, it has been a fascinating couple of weeks. I know that the last couple of vlogs I've been very kind of all about writing these cards and getting a bit bogged down, but I think it was a good process, and I'm looking forward to this week getting a bit more out and about, translating. Tomorrow I've got a meeting with a school, and I go to a favela, a poor, actually the worst slum in Sao Paulo. Should be interesting. And I'm going to go to a school in a fairly poor area and just check out what they think of the game, if that is an option for sort of one of the testing grounds. So back to work. I'll catch up with you. I'll tell you about how tomorrow goes in the next vlog. Hope everyone's really well. I'll see you. You'll see me soon.